Let's catch up with the international events. A few days ago, Trump so-called signed a military contract with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia for about $142 billion. One of the biggest military contracts in the world, practically. And how they deliver and when is another story, because we're talking about a lot of military hardware. What does it consist? Airplanes, tanks, missile systems, ammunition, artillery, jeeps, tanks, whatever it is. Therefore, Americans secretly has the capacity to produce things, military hardware in huge quantities, because it's not like a car. Within 60 days since you order it, it gets delivered. People must know, in every single theatre of conflict, we're talking about the Middle East, in Europe, and probably in China, there are movements of air freight of military stuff going to these zones. We're not talking about a weekly basis of flights. We're talking about a flight a day in these areas. Ukraine is getting regular flights of arms. Israel's getting a regulated flights of military stuff. And regarding those B-2 bombers, obviously they've been kept there for about 2 months, and obviously they require a certain type of maintenance. Therefore, probably more likely they'll be sent home. They are stealth bombers, and be replaced by B-52 bombers. Obviously more bigger in size, and obviously a lot more slower as flight speed, you should say, cruising speed, I should say. And these so-called peace talks between each parties are just a smokescreen theatre, as many commenters have commented everywhere, but not mainstream newscasting systems, because they are preparing something, but Joe Public doesn't know, because only the people who are in this sector, insiders, they will tell you there are flights going from A to B on a daily basis, and they are shipping a certain quantity of military equipment to these destinations on a daily basis. There's only one thing: they are preparing for a conflict in that area sooner or later. It's like a game of chess. Pieces on a board, you position them, you have a strategy to engage in your opponents. This is more or less what things to come is going to be like. Will it will spark off in Ukraine, Middle East, or where China is? Because these proxies, without shipments of arms, weaponry, or intelligence, they would have been devastated by the enemies already by now. So, technically speaking, you can say NATO is behind the scenes. American military is behind the scenes. Is not. The military, who is operating that sophisticated military machinery, basically. It is American personnel, could be technicians or probably regular military personnel. This, in Ukraine, the Russians have demonstrated since day one of the conflict, the presence of NATO, giving orders, attack, intelligence, logistics and shipments of arms. Otherwise the Ukraine army would have been defeated in 1 month. And obviously the so-called mineral deals which Zelensky had signed with Trump. Trump said it's time to pay up. You don't get nothing for free in this world, my dear. You're going to have to pay with your own butt, boy. And start bending over and start selling your arse to the best offer, as they say. That's it. Things are building up. We do not know what could happen in the near future.